Hi, my name is Shirley Schuler, and I'm going to talk to you today about the role of the physical and social emotional environment in creating a supporting classroom community. So, when we talk about environment, we know that it is so important to the development of children from infants, preschoolers, and then school age children from 4 to 8. So for infants, we want to make sure that we have a physically safe environment. So we're going to want to make sure that we have no small objects in the environment. We want to make sure that all of our equipment, swings, bouncers, cribs, all of those are up to our safety regulations so that they can feel safe in their environment. Nothing that they is, sharp for them, too high for them to climb on. We want to be able to support them that way. We want to make sure that they have a good airflow, not too cold, not too hot for them. We also want to make sure that we have things that they can reach, that they can see, touch, feel, that are safe for them to do that. At the infant age, it is very important to have consistency as well with your caregivers. So we want to make sure that we are ensuring that we can, as much as possible, utilize the same staff members caring for infants and young toddlers to create that healthy relationship with them and to make them feel safe and supported. Infants do best with their growth and development when they have that healthy attachment to a caregiver. We also want to make sure that they have plenty of space to crawl, to move around for our mobile infants without running or running into other little friends or having to crawl over them. And then with our preschool and 4 to 8-year-olds, we want to make sure that we have the environment set up that is very welcoming to them, very inviting. We want to make sure that we have centers that are set up very intentional for them, that will spark their interest, things that they are interested in, things that they like to do. Again, we want to make sure that we have items out that they can touch, feel, see, interact with, things like art easels, art materials that they can use, pens, pencils, crayons, child scissors, paint, markers, collage items. We always also want to make sure that we have lots of manipulatives for fine motor development. We want to make sure that things are in defined spaces so that they can play uninterrupted, that they're able to grab items off of the shelf independently and put them away, and that they can see items. We don't want to have a lot of items stacked on top of each other that are not accessible for children to play with. We also want to make sure that we are having things that can support their language development. So things like classroom labels in both English, and if we have any other students that speak another home language, we want to make sure that we have things labeled in that. Schedules, visual schedules for them to follow. We also want to make sure that we are supporting routine and structure in our classroom. So this could be things like transitional cues, doorbells, songs, little rhymes that are associated with interactive things like hand clapping that can get children's attention to let them know when the next thing is coming and keep that consistent for them. And then again, we want to make sure that the environment is stimulating to them. So we want to have things that spark their interest. We want to have tangible items that they can interact with. We want to make sure that things are displayed at their eye level. We, as early childhood teachers, also want to make sure that we are supporting that warm, positive relationship with children, using lots of reassurance, creating problem-solving skills in there with them, modeling different vocabulary phrases to use with friends, giving them lots of reassurance, just making sure that we are creating that warm, welcoming space and environment for them.